Hello, Trinity Tots. It's me, Pastor Ashley, and I have a lesson for you today to talk about what it means to have patience and to trust in God. Last week, you got to watch a Bible story about Abraham. And Abraham and his wife Sarah, they had to wait for a long, long time. Do you remember what they had to wait for? That's right, a baby. God promised them that He would give them a son, and they had to wait for years and years before that promise came true, and they had a baby named Isaac. So Abraham had to learn to trust God, and he had to learn to be patient. Being patient is hard. It's very hard to sit and wait. It's hard to wait for Christmas. It's hard to wait for our birthdays. It can be hard to wait for a treat or for home time if we're away at school or waiting for brothers and sisters to come home from school. There are all kinds of things that we have to wait for. And God can help us to be patient, and we can learn how to trust God too. So I brought something with me today. Do you know what this is? It's a clock. Now, a lot of times we have clocks that have little glowing pictures of numbers on them. But do you have a clock like this somewhere in your house? Yeah. I have more than one clock like this in my house, and I have one in my office at the church too. It has numbers that go all the way around it, and it has two long sticks. There's one here. That's the shorter one. That one tells us what hour it is in the day. And then there's this longer one down here. And that tells us what minute it is in that hour. So right now, my clock is telling me that it is 1:35. Now, 1 o'clock in the afternoon and 35 minutes into the hour of 1 o'clock. Clocks like this can be a lot of fun. And we can learn in school, when you get to be a little bit bigger, how to read those numbers on the clock. Maybe your mom or dad have already taught you how to read the numbers on a clock like this and how it helps you to tell what time of the day it is. So, my clock is good at helping us know what time it is. Clocks are also good at helping us to be patient and wait, because you can watch a clock like this and you can watch the sticks. They're called hands. They're called hands of a clock, and this is called the face of a clock. Do you have a face? Do you have hands? Yeah, you do. You can watch the hands of the clock go around the face, and you can watch as time is going by, and that can help you to wait. Maybe someone has said to you, when this hand is on this number and the long hand is on this number, then it will be time for us to go. Or then it will be time for us to have a snack. Or then it will be time for us to open a birthday present. Yeah, has anyone ever done that? Maybe. So, we're gonna play a little game today, okay? It's hard sometimes for us to play games where Pastor Ashley can jump around, but I know that those are really fun games. How many of you would like to play a game where you get to jump around? Yeah, jumping games are fun. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna start now and get all crouched down on the floor. This, I can move the clock hands in the back. There is a dial on the back, like a knob, or a circle that I can turn on the back of the clock that lets me move them. Look at that. Look how I moved that long hand. It was all the way down here at the 7, and I can move it all the way up to the 12. That's what this number is right here at the top, okay? So I'm gonna move my long hand down here to the 7 again. And when it gets all the way up to the 12, then you can jump. So we're gonna crouch down on the floor, okay? And then we're going to be patient. So make sure you can watch my clock hands. And when my clock gets up to the 12, then we can jump around. We could pretend that we're maybe bunny rabbits or frogs. We could be frogs who crouch down like this in the pond. And then when the clock strikes 12 up here, when the long hand gets up here, then you can jump around, okay? Like frogs all over. Okay, you ready to play? Let's do it. All right. So slowly. Are you waiting? Good waiting. Good being patient. Oh, I can't wait to have you all jump around. It's just about there. Waiting, 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 waiting. 12! Good job, everybody. Should we play that game again? Let's do it. So this time I'm gonna go, maybe this time I'm gonna go all the way back here to the 4. All the way back here. And now I'm gonna go all the way around back up to the 12. Do you think you can wait that long before you jump again? I bet you can. All right. Are you crouched down, ready to go, little frogs? All right, let's be patient and wait, wait, wait. So slow, still waiting, still waiting. Any minute now. Any minute now. Yay! It's 12. Jump, frogs, jump! All right. Good job, everybody. I'm so glad you played that game with me. Now, my clock is not set to the right time anymore, so I will have to set it again when we're all done our lesson. You did a good job waiting and being patient with a good attitude. That's what being patient is. It means waiting and having a good attitude, not whining and crying and fighting the whole time we have to wait, because that really just makes waiting feel so much harder. Do you think Abraham had a hard time waiting for God's promise to come true? I think so too. But Abraham was able to be patient and able to wait for God's promise of a baby because he trusted in God. He had faith in God. And when we have faith in God and we trust God, we trust His timing, which means that when God gives us things, we know it was the right time for God to give them to us. So I would love if you would all say with me together the big point of our lesson for today, which was I show faith every day when I trust and obey. Can we say it together again? I show faith every day when I trust and obey. Awesome. Thanks so much for joining me, Trinity Tots. Isn't it fun to play games together and to get to learn more of what it means to love God? Yeah, we can be patient until the next time we see each other, and I'll have another lesson for you. I think next week we'll be doing the story of Joseph and his beautiful colored coat. So I look forward to seeing you guys again next time. Have a good day, Trinity Tots. Bye, everybody.